Good morning, boys and girls. So Miss P is going to read you a story from the computer because Miss P doesn't have this story. What do you think this story is about? What do you see the girl doing with her body? Remember, me and Miss Angie were teaching you about how our body moves and what we can do to our bodies and what's inside our bodies that helps us move, like what Miss Angie was telling you guys about today. So this story is called Rachel's Day in the Garden, a kids' yoga spring colors book. Ooh. Remember we used to do yoga in class? And we would do all kinds of different positions. And before we started our yoga, we always said Namaste. Do you remember? So let's see what this story is about. Okay, so I'm going to read the story to you, and then I'm going to ask you some questions about the story as well. Okay. Good morning, world, Rachel said as she basked in the rays of the yellow sun. It says here, extended mountain pose. So I want you to do what the girl is doing. Stretch up your arms all the way up, like you're touching the sun, touching the sky. Can you stretch like that, boys and girls? Okay. Let's go play in the garden, Sammy. Rachel scooped up her puppy and gave him a hug. The sky was a gorgeous blue. How does the girl feel? She has a smile on her face. What does it mean when you have a smile on your face? It means, look, she looks very happy. Let's see where she's going to go with her doggie. They're going to the garden. Let's go on an adventure with them. Okay. Rachel and Sammy skipped around the backyard. Standing, forward bend. So you're bending over and you're touching the back of your legs, as you can see right here. After a while, a light rain began to fall. See? This is the standing forward bend. Boys and girls, can you do that with your bodies? So what is she using to bend her body? What parts of her body is she using to bend all the way down there? Yes, she's using her arms and she's using her hands to stretch all the way down. Oh, what kind of position is that? Oh, what is she doing with her hands, boys and girls? She is doing the Namaste Pose. Remember, we say Namaste before and after we do yoga. The pair huddled under the green leaves of a tall tree. Rachel felt the rain gently sprinkling her face. She took a deep breath and smelled the wet earth. Take a deep breath. And you breathe out, remember? What do we use to breathe in and out, boys and girls? Miss Angie taught you today about our lungs. Our lungs help us to breathe in and out. So that's when you breathe in, you inhale. And when you breathe out, you exhale. She is doing a tree pose. just like the tree next to her. Okay. Let's see what happens next in the story, boys and girls. Do you think she's going to go inside since it's raining? Sammy looked up and tilted his head to listen. I wonder what Sammy's listening to. Remember Sammy's the doggy right here? Ooh, that's a warrior 3 pose. Look how she's stretching out her body. Oh, it looks like she's using one foot and stretching out the other foot behind her. And she has her two hands above her head. And she's balancing. Remember we were learning about balance? Rachel looked up too. A red bird was settling into its nest. There's the red bird. He's going to his home. Let's see what happens. Seems like she's still outside even though it's raining. Can we stay outside when it's raining? Then the misty rain stopped. Rachel remembered that she had pumpkin seeds to plant in the garden. She spaced the seeds 2 inches apart in the brown, wet soil. I love getting my hands dirty. Squat position. Remember Miss Angie taught you guys how to squat? Oh, look, she's squatting down right here, putting the seeds inside. What's going to happen next, boys and girls? Oh, I gotta... Okay. Next page. Look, Sammy, an orange caterpillar. Sometimes caterpillars are naughty and eat leaves, but they are still beautiful, Rachel said. What does it mean when something is naughty, when someone is naughty? Naughty means that they're not listening. Uh-oh. Ooh, a locust pose. A locust is a bug. Sammy barked happily. Oh, she's on the ground. She's stretching out her body. See? Okay. Can you do a locust pose, boys and girls? Look at how she stretches out. Okay. Colorful, sweet-smelling flowers like tulips attract yellow bees, Rachel said. Bees help our vegetable garden grow. Sammy wagged his tail. Oh, what is she doing? It's called a hero pose. See, she's sitting on her feet. Let's see. Let's continue our story. Okay. Sammy jumped up and down, trying to catch a fluttering purple butterfly. Cobblers Pose. A cobbler is someone who fixes shoes. Ooh, that's almost like a butterfly pose that we do, boys and girls, right? We put our feet together like that, and it's a butterfly. I wonder what, maybe it's another word for a butterfly pose. Cobblers Pose. Can you stretch your body, sit down like that? Silly Sammy, Rachel giggled. What does it mean to giggle? It's It's another word for laughing. Butterflies love pink flowers, Rachel said to Sammy. That's why we plant zinnias. Ooh, what is she doing now? It's called a flower pose. See, her hands are out. Flower pose. Okay. Hold on 1 second, boys and girls. Okay. Rachel and Sammy lay down on the grass, listening to the birds chirp. Just then, Rachel saw an amazing sight. Look, Sammy, it's a rainbow. I just love the rain. Ooh, resting pose. Now she's on her back and she's stretching her arms. Resting. Maybe she's taking deep breaths in and out. See the beautiful colors in the rainbow? Remember we learned about rainbows? Well, let's see. The end. And after we finish yoga, we say namaste. I hope you enjoyed that story, boys and girls.